I've decided that I'm going to vote for Bernie Sanders based on the fact that I really enjoyed woodworking in high school. I've been seeing a lot of ads on television for reptile dysfunction, which leads me to believe there's a lot of people who are having difficulty with their lizards. You know that Bruce Springsteen song, Tunnel of Love? He's not really talking about a tunnel, is he? A friend of mine and I were talking today, and we discovered the fact that if you weren't clever enough to figure out Spinal Tap, you were going to end up in Spinal Tap. I had a tonsillectomy when I was about 4, and I didn't eat bread pudding for 20 years after that. One thing I've noticed as I've been growing up for a long time now is that bologna is a lot less prevalent in my life. One of the first things I learned how to cook when I was a kid was bologna. You would take a slice of bologna and you would put it in a frying pan, and then it would curl up, and then all the grease from the bologna would collect in the bowl that was formed, and that was sort of a treat. And then later on, or maybe before that, it doesn't matter. At elementary school, one of the things they served in the cafeteria was a slice of bologna with a scoop of mashed potatoes and a slice of American cheese on top of that, and then they would put it in the oven, and the bologna would curl up to make a bowl for the mashed potatoes, and then the cheese would be melted, and that was the kind of things they fed us at Killarney Elementary in Orlando, Florida. Shout out to Killarney alumni all over the world. And I remember going to a different elementary school later, Windermere Elementary, where I met some of my best friends. And there was like the first day in the cafeteria, we'd go through the line, and it was hamburger day, which was, I guess it was a, pretty big deal in the 70s to get this hamburger at your elementary school. And got to the line, and there was this tall, blonde girl with sort of a bob haircut, and they had 3 different things. They had ketchup, mustard, and this sort of orange concoction in squirt jars. And I asked the lady in the line what the orange concoction was, and the blonde girl saw her opportunity to strike, and she said, "It's mixed. What are you, an idiot?" So I learned my lesson about the mixture of ketchup and mustard right there that day at Windermere Elementary in about 1973. And I suppose, based on my track record, that she was probably right, and I probably am some sort of idiot. There are events, historical events of incredible importance that occurred, that at one time everyone around agreed that they remembered, and they all agreed that they remembered that event. But now nobody remembers it, and it's completely lost to history. And maybe they'll dig something up. They'll find a shoe, or a boat, or a hat, or skull, and then that's as close as we're going to get to figuring out this event of incredible historical significance. It'll probably be something like the day the rats all wore underwear. I'm sure that was a really shocking and unique event, when the rats all went into people's homes and put on their underwear. Everyone agreed they remembered the event. Everyone in the village, but now it's just lost to history unless they find, a rat skeleton wearing some fossilized underpants, probably poorly constructed, maybe leather rat underpants on a skeleton of rat. There's a very limited demand for elbow models, people who have beautiful elbows, because there's not a whole lot of products that are specifically designed for elbows. Maybe skating pads, but then your elbow's going to be covered up, so what's the point? It could be anybody's elbow. It used to be a skater dude, skater girl. The elbow is unimportant, so there may not even be not even one person who's known as an elbow model. This is even more true for chimpanzees. There's most certainly no chimpanzee elbow models. None whatsoever. These are things we can say almost without a hesitation. There are no chimpanzee elbow models. And it's a shame. It really is. Something was, our culture lost something when we eliminated that position from the photographic repertoire and advertising.